let's dive into a story that every single one of us in the tech world kinda dreads, but also secretly wants to experience. You know the one. It's about a system on the absolute brink of collapse, and that one moment where you find out if your safety net actually works.
Wow, right? What a hook. Just try to imagine that for a second. Waking up and a quarter of a terabyte of your stuff, your projects, your media, everything, is just gone. This really sets the stage for a pretty incredible story of failure, doubt, and somehow an unexpected win. So how on earth is a recovery that clean even possible?
Okay, so to really get what went wrong, you gotta understand the server itself. This wasn't some high-end, perfectly planned machine. Nope, it was what so many of us have, an accidental server. You know, born from spare parts and a little project that just kept growing.
And that's the thing, isn't it? Over time, what starts as a temporary fix, it starts to feel like real infrastructure. You build on it, you add more services, and pretty soon, you actually rely on it. But deep down, you just know it's a foundation of workarounds, basically waiting for the day something goes wrong.
And this setup, this brilliantly shows you what those compromises look like. I mean, check this out. The hardware itself is a gaming laptop with a busted screen, okay? On top of that, it's running VMware. But inside of that VMware environment, it's running another virtualizer, Proxmox. And Proxmox is using something called pass-through storage to talk to the disks directly. Each one of these layers adds another level of complexity, another point of failure. It's like a techie's Jenga tower, for real.
So, how did this Jenga tower finally fall? Well, it wasn't some big, loud explosion. It was quiet. It was that slow, creeping feeling that something is very, very wrong.
And that's the part that just stings, This wasn't a hard drive dying or a power outage. It was a simple mistake in disk management, a mistake that only happened because of that ridiculously complex, layered setup we just saw. One wrong click, and that was it. A completely self-inflicted wound. And let's be clear about the scale of the damage here. We are talking about 250 gigabytes of data. For a Homelab, that could be everything. Years of photos, personal projects, all your media, gone. Just wiped out. A simple reformat command, which got triggered by a super weird interaction between all those virtual layers. And poof, the data was just inaccessible. The whole foundation just crumbled.
So the main data is toast. There's only one place left to turn, the backups. But this is the real moment of truth. You see those little green check marks every night saying the backup was successful, but have you ever really had to rely on it? Well, this was about to be a very real and very involuntary test.
Now, the good news here is that a solid strategy was actually in place. The classic 3-2-1 rule. You've probably heard of it. 3 total copies of your data on at least 2 different kinds of storage, with one of those copies living somewhere else entirely, off-site. On paper, it's the gold standard. But a plan is just a piece of paper until you're in a real crisis.
And this quote it nails that feeling perfectly. You can have the best strategy in the world, but until you're staring at an empty drive and clicking that restore button for real, there's this huge cloud of doubt. Did it actually work? Is the data going to be corrupted? Did I forget to back up that one crucial file?
And man, that restore process was an absolute marathon of anxiety. 8 solid hours of just watching a progress bar slowly crawl across the screen. You get to hour 4 and you're just praying you don't see an error pop up. Then at hour 8, it finishes. It says complete. But the real test is still to come. Did it actually work?
So after 8 hours of nail-biting, the result was, honestly, it was almost anticlimactic in the best possible way. It wasn't a partial success, it wasn't mostly okay, it was a total, seamless, absolute victory. This is the moment, right? You type in the command to start the service back up, and it just works. The container boots, all the files are right there where they're supposed to be, and the whole system acts like the last 24 hours of total chaos just never even happened.
And this line just says it all. The LXC is just a type of lightweight container. It was running like it never left. It's not this big, dramatic celebration. It's just this deep, quiet feeling of relief and validation. The safety net you spent all that time building, it actually held. It did its job perfectly when it mattered most.
Okay, so the system is back online. Crisis averted. The story now shifts from just recovery to reflection. What did we actually learn here? Because trust me, surviving a disaster like this teaches you way more than any YouTube tutorial ever could.
And this brings up a really interesting debate. After a perfect restore, what's your next move? Do you wipe everything and rebuild from scratch? Get rid of all those old hacks and compromises? Or do you trust the restore, make a few tweaks, and just move on? There's really no single right answer here, and it's a huge dilemma in system recovery.
But here's an even more subtle lesson, and it might be the most important one. We're all obsessed with backing up our data, our containers, our VMs. But what about the host system itself? We're talking about the actual brain of the operation. The Proxmox config files, the network settings, and especially the fstab file that tells the computer where all the hard drives are. Losing that brain can be just as bad as losing the data itself.
And that's really the big twist in this whole story. What started as this catastrophic failure caused by human error ended up being the single best thing that could have happened. It was real-world, high-stakes proof that the backup system, the very core of the lab's resilience, was absolutely rock solid. And we're going to end on this powerful idea. You can run all the tests you want, you can read the logs, you can have a screen full of green checkmarks. But you will never have that true, deep-down confidence in your setup until it breaks for real, and you get to watch it come back to life. That's not something you can simulate. That's a lesson that has to be earned.